Hello. Alright. Well, let me tell you about my night last night. I had a video that took about half of what happened last night, but I'll give you guys the full thing of what happened in this video so you guys hear the full version, I guess, in one video, and you guys get to see the cool version that with half of it what happened in the first video. But I made it to Illinois, and I am in Dansville, and I couldn't find a place to camp, so Walmarts are apparently camper friendly. And so I go in, ask the manager if I can camp here, and he calls his upper management and makes sure it's all good. And he shows me around back and shows me a place I can camp. Then he tells me that his shift was ending and he was going to tell the other manager what was going on. And this was about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So I set up everything, and I go over to Burger King, which is right behind me there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's all in like the same parking lot, and I'm right in front of Walmart right now. So I go there, I connect to the Wi-Fi, and I plug my phones into some outlets and stuff, charge everything up, and then I come out here, and there's a few different groups of kids, like, well, not kids, all about my age. Frickin', there's like one group over there and another group. There's like 3 or 4 groups, just a whole bunch of cars that like park next to each other, and a bunch of people hanging out. And one of the people that worked at Burger King, they called me over and was like, "Hey, it's the whale guy." And I told a bunch of kids what I was doing, or people, I'm sorry. And anyways, the Burger King closed at about 10 o'clock, and I was hanging out in this parking lot from 10 o'clock until about midnight. And the entire time, heat lightning was just rolling in and on over. It was really beautiful. And I sat down about midnight, and I said, "Wow, I can't believe it hasn't rained yet." And 2 seconds later, the wind starts picking up and starts downpouring instantly. Excuse me. And so I just pick up my stuff, all the kids get in their cars, and people, damn, don't mean to keep on calling them kids, they're just as old as I was. But yeah, I run back out behind Walmart, and my whole tent was just flattened. So I zip it up, or open it up, and get all my stuff out of it, and I try to set it up again, and I realize there's a bunch of holes in it. So I don't know if somebody trampled all over my tent and destroyed it, but they didn't take anything from what I can tell so far. And yeah, my tent was completely ruined, and it was wicked downpouring. So I was like, all right, I'll run around and go into Walmart and buy a new tent. And I turn around right after getting out of the tent, and a cop car comes pulling by, and he pulls right up to me and is just like, "All right, get on the ground, put all your stuff on the ground." And it was just like, holy shit, dude. And so I did, and lay down on the wet ground, and he has me put all my stuff in his car afterwards. I get up, and then he like searches through me and took my pocket knife and never gave it back, which somebody gave to me on the trip, and it was a good knife. But yeah, then he puts me in the cop car and questioned me up and down, and frickin' pretty much, yeah, I can understand that what I'm doing is kind of hard to believe, but And I gave him my whole spiel of everything I was doing. And takes me up in front of Walmart and lets me chill in the cop car while he's pulling around. And then he goes in, talks to a manager, and the manager's saying, no, we never gave him permission to do that. Frickin', we don't want him on the grounds anymore. Take him out of here. And it's just like, yo, what the hell? And he comes back. He's like, all right, what do you want to do? I can drop you off at a random bus stop. And I was just like, well, I was thinking about just buying a tent and trying to set it up or something. He was like, well, you can't do it here. They don't want you here anymore. And I was just like, what? So, and I asked him, hey, could I stay in the police station? And it'd be a funny story. And he's like, no, you can't do that. So he drops me off at like this Meyer place. And don't have any of those in New York. And I'm chilling at this bus stop for a few hours in the rain, and at least I was out of the rain though. And yeah, then I got on my Facebook and checked out what was like all the people that I was hanging out with out in this parking lot. I saw that some of them friend requested me, so I tried to see if any of them were online, and one of them actually messaged me and was like, hey man, it was nice to meet you. And I was like, dude, can you please help me? Like, I need help. And about 3 o'clock in the morning or so, he called some of his friends, and then they came by and picked me up and brought me to their house, and I got to sleep on their couch. So, but I didn't really sleep too much. Apparently, like, someone broke into their house, and one of their window and door was open, and there's a whole bunch of bugs like flying on in, and it was just a breeze and stuff. And I was also kind of like really pissed off and all adrenalined up from being in a cop car and stuff. So I just want to say, fuck you, Walmart. Fuck you and everything that you said you would do. Fuck you, Walmart. So, sorry for the obscene language, but those fuckers, they made me have one of the worst nights of my trip so far. Actually, it was the worst night of my trip so far. Takes the cake. So, yep, that's what happened to me in Dansville. So, all right. More videos coming soon.